very dark, obviously. It's a really moody track. It was inspired by a tuning that I stumbled onto one afternoon, and I remember really liking the guitar part and the melody that I had for it. I didn't have a chorus yet, and that took a little while till I stumbled onto the Nothing But a Name chorus. But like Blind Faith, this was a challenging one to write because of how direct it was, and it was once again, it was something that I needed to get off my chest, and it was very cathartic, but it's very direct, and at times probably uncomfortable. I know for me, even listening, it's almost uncomfortable to listen to because of how pointed it is lyrically. The hard thing about doing something like that, and of course it was dealing with questions I had for my father and things I felt about my father, is I wanted to be real careful not to have it be just this angry, bitter approach to the lyric, because it's not like I guess there's just a lot of questions that have always been there, and I've just needed to work through, and so that's what, there's a key line in that: your conviction, your belief, how could you choose that over me? I still miss you now. I mean, I think that's the biggest question for me, is that some 40 years later, I still feel like conviction for something and your belief in something was what took precedent over your family, and so that keeps coming back around. But with that said, I still miss him a ton, and there's so many things I wanted to know about him, and so many things that I'll never know. Things about my own nature that I've always wondered, did I get that from my father? Where did that come from? Would my father like my music? Would my father like me? Would my father be proud of me? Did my father have a sense of humor? And that's the hard thing about, it's all those questions. It's just that they're never really answered, and you can speculate all you want, but you're never really going to know.